What's up everybody, welcome back to the channel. Alright, we are back on Hogwarts Legacy. Been enjoying this game so far. I'm going to be continuing playing as Marty McFly. I don't know, that was just a random name that popped into my head. Okay, so what are we doing for missions here? Quests. Alright, I basically have to go speak to Professor Fig.
Accio. Reparo. Lumos. Revelio.
Yeah, I still don't know what the purpose of all these globes you can spin is.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Revelio.
I'm trying to make sure I don't forget or leave anything here. Okay, let's go up here. Yeah, I still have no clue how to get these chests open.
Revelio.
The Forbidden Forest? Are you trying to get yourself killed? Do you have any clue what kind of
Alright, we gotta go here.
Revelio.
Oh, we have another magic mirror.
Lumos. Revelio.
Looks like that would be down here.
Revelio.
Not sure he's in at the present moment, Skid Master. I'll be sure to tell him how very much you despise him.
it's not over here. Um,
Revelio. Revelio.
okay, I was already down here. Man, where? Oh my gosh, where is that?
Revelio. Revelio.
Did I already go down here? Yeah.
Revelio.
I mean, I feel like this is right where it was showing. Looks similar to that. So we're probably in the right area.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Oh, here it is.
Lumos.
Alright, now I have no clue where this thing was. Alright, so actually it was on the way to here, so I'm just gonna keep following this. Wait, I have to go up. Man. Alright, I'm trying to figure out where I was.
surrounded by jollies.
Yeah, I just don't want to hit my seeker and then lose this. Alright, so where did I come over? Man, this thing is like,
Never
oh,
forget
I
what
just
that
went in a
awful
circle.
little girl said. Lovely stone. Oh, that's class, that is.
Was I up here?
What are you up to now?
Oh my gosh, okay. Man, why is this thing such a maze? Alright, so I just went in another circle.
142
Alright, so I did not come through there.
It's not on your nose. Thought you'd want to know.
Did not come through there.
Revelio.
See, I knew that was gonna happen.
Lumos. Revelio.
Oh my gosh, this was it. Okay. Now I have to go back and find it. And so it was down this hallway. Alright, so I'm pretty sure... Yeah, I was up here, okay. So it's close, so I just have to go down and then through that hallway. There it is.
Lumos.
Okay. Gotta go down. through this hallway. And it's right here. Man. Alright, now let's continue with this quest.
Revelio.
Hopefully one of these times somebody will explain these globes.
Revelio.
There's a chest.
Professor, I'm glad to see you.
And I you. Thank Merlin you're in one piece. I heard about the attack. Trolls in Hogsmeade?
Sir, the trolls were wearing armor. It had that dark glow like the dragon collar.
Goblin silver. Ranrock used it to control the dragon. But how? And why send trolls to...
They were there because of me. I overheard Ranrock talking with Victor Rookwood.
Ranrock was in Hogsmeade with Rookwood.
The trolls were Ranrock's distraction so that Rookwood could get to me. And he would have, had Sirona and the patrons at the Three Broomsticks not intervened.
This is grave news indeed. If Ranrock's goblins and dark wizards are after you, they want what we found in that vault.
Speaking of the vault, do you think that Ranrock is working with any of the goblins at Gringotts?
I do not. Gringotts goblins aren't typically the friendliest of beings, but they have a great deal of integrity. No, I dare say after what happened to that poor banker, the goblins at Gringotts are no followers of Ranrock.
They're after the locket. You said you discovered something in it.
Yes, yes. I discovered an inscription. When I read it aloud, this map appeared. Clever enchantment. It's a map of Hogwarts, to be sure, but I do not know where it leads.
It leads to the library. A restricted section, to be precise, and a bit beyond. I see traces of magic there on the map.
I suspected you would see something.
Shall we go?
I appreciate your enthusiasm, and I'm eager to discover what we may find there as well. But if our experience at Gringotts, let alone what happened to Miriam, taught me anything, it's that the path we're on is terribly dangerous. I'd like you to work with Professor Hecat a bit, before we continue.
But sir, how dangerous could the library be? Perhaps we're only after a book.
Perhaps we are only after a book, but we should be prepared for anything. Once you've honed your defensive magic further, come and see me. I'll let Professor Hecat know to expect you.
Okay. Quest complete. The locket's secret.
Revelio.
Oh, what do we got here? Oh, it's underneath me? Okay. Wait, is there a chest? Oh yeah, there is something here. Blue checkerboard.
Revelio.
Wait, so am I able to go directly down? I can't go down from here.
Defending Hogsmeade against trolls.
Alright, so underneath would be over here. Oh.
Revelio.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Where is this person I have to talk to?
Revelio.
Don't get too cocky simply because you had one victory over Sallow. He never backs down.
Yeah, teach me about these eyes.
I believe...
I'm here about the new spell you wanted to teach me, Professor.
Good. Professor Fig indicated a certain urgency to you completing your defensive magic assignments. As such, you are to learn Incendio, the fire-making spell, handy for lighting torches,
Fire-making?
burning away spider webs, and, when necessary, defending against those who would wish to do us harm.
Sounds versatile.
Quite. But before we get started, I'd like you to complete a few tasks. You may be surprised by some of them. Astonishing how much students don't think their professors know. When you're finished, come and see me. Then we shall begin working on Incendio.
Incendio.
You know where to find me once you've finished.
Alright, win 2 rounds of crossed wands. Complete a round of spell combination practice with Lucan.
Revelio.
What kind of name is Lucan? They need to teach me how to get these locks open.
Professor, could you remind me what I'm to do before I can learn Incendio?
Certainly. Complete the list of tasks I provided. Then come and see me. At that point, I will teach you the fire-making spell.
Incendio. Alright, so...
Seems crossed wands isn't as secret as it's believed to be.
where are we going first?
Revelio.
What's in here? Is this a bathroom again? No.
Revelio.
Have I been out here?
Accio. Revelio.
What's this?
Revelio.
What do you want?
I clearly have not been in this area. Ooh, I finally got a different scarf. Okay, yeah, let's just go through the door.
Revelio. Levioso. Revelio.
Ready for another round?
I think so. We shall see who shows up.
There's no one in the school I'd be afraid to duel.
I know, Sebastian. I know.
Hello, Lucan. Is the next round of crossed wands all set?
Why, yes it is. I've got a great match lined up. Ready for another round?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Brilliant. Are you dueling with a partner?
Sure.
Yes, Natty.
Then let's get to it. Ready to get thrashed? Apologies in advance.
Reparo.
There goes.
Accio. Lumos. Accio. Accio.
Oh no.
Oof. Glad I didn't bet on you that round. Care to go again?
I'll give it another go.
Glad to hear it.
What is my...
Hashtag the winner. Leviosa. Give them what for. Williams. Care to go again?
I'll give it another go.
Glad to hear it.
Is that all you've got? Descendo!
Leviosa!
Protego!
Leviosa! Expelliarmus! Orisco Momentum!
Accio!
There you go.
Descending!
Protego!
Leviosa! Expelliarmus!
Descendo! Protego!
Arresto Momentum!
Accio!
Leviosa! What am I to do up here?
Protego!
Are you quite finished?
Accio! Leviosa! Accio! Leviosa! Protego! Protego! Accio!
Orisco Momentum!
Accio! Protego!
I don't even know how to like just regular throw stuff here. Shoot.
Accio!
Expelliarmus!
Accio! Accio! Protego! Accio! Accio!
Arresto!
Protego!
Expelliarmus! Descending!
Accio!
Orisco Momentum!
Protego! Accio! Leviosa! Accio!
Expelliarmus!
Accio! Protego!
Oh, it's the same button, it just don't hold it. Duh. I was basically
Bravo!
I gave it my all.
out of
You
life too.
did indeed. The other duelists have already taken notice of you, but after that last round, they'll really have it in for you. You'd better keep practicing if you want a chance at winning, or at least surviving the next round. I'll let you know when we're ready. Hope to see you then. The next round is for all the gobstones, so to speak.
Quest complete. Crossed wands round 2. Alright, complete a round of spell combination practice with Lucan.
Seems I'm out of the tournament thanks to you.
Aww.
Hello, Lucan. May I use the training dummy?
Of course. I'll fetch it and give you a list of combinations to practice. Ready to have a try now?
That would be wonderful.
Be sure to cast all your spells before the dummy lands. If you need to stop practicing before you finish all of them, let me know.
Accio. Repairer. Accio.
Nicely done.
Leviosa. Protego.
Good one.
Leviosa. Accio.
That's it.
Easy.
I'd say that's enough practice. You looked good out there.
Thank you, Lucan.
I say better to discover one's weaknesses during practice than during a duel. You'll be a fearsome challenger now.
Assignment's all finished.
Level 11.
Revelio.
What is this? I cannot go through there.
Accio.
Oh, cool. 2 fingerless gloves.
Revelio.
Oh yeah, how do I get through that door? Renaissance cap. I think I'll keep this one for right now. You gotta go with the legendary equipment. Okay, I must learn the fire make charm. Alright, so you have to go here.
Revelio.
There's something in here. Oh, you also have
You
some
could
sore
have gone a
losers.
bit easier on me.
Perhaps I should stick to potions.
Okay, I was just out there. Okay.
Revelio.
Oh, we got some fire stuff here.
I trust Mr. Brattleby was able to accommodate you and that you found success in your endeavors.
I finished all of the tasks you gave me, Professor Hecat.
Glad to hear it. Then you should be ready to learn Incendio.
Should be, Professor.
Yes. I'm sorry to say, I visited enough careless colleagues at St. Mungo's to assure you that fire is a fickle servant. Your spellcasting has impressed me thus far, but please maintain focus. I would rather we not end today's lesson with your robes aflame. Let us begin. And remember, focus on the proper wand movement. Concentrate, and keep your wand steady.
Easy. I'm like a wizard. Alright, I have learned enough spells that you need to equip a Kendo or an Incendio to your spell set. To do this, you need to swap with a different spell.
Good work.
I don't... I see a oh, okay. What is this one? Stupefy. I releases destructive flames at short range. Alright, I must learn the fire-making charm. Okay.
Revelio. Incendio.
Getting it. Keep at it. And do try not to incinerate yourself. Setting things ablaze is certainly cathartic, isn't it?
Can I do anything with that cat?
Levioso.
I can. Look at that.
Accio. Levioso.
Okay. I didn't know I can make cats levitate.
Revelio.
Ah, there you are.
I was literally sitting here the whole time.
Hello, sir. You'll be pleased to know that I worked on my defensive magic with Professor Heckard.
So I hear. She tells me you've taken rather well to your new wand. You must continue to work with her and your other professors to improve your skills. That said, I don't wish to postpone our visit to the library any longer. So, shall we proceed?
Fig, I have work for you. Come.
Headmaster, I'm with a student and my schedule
Your schedule will wait indefinitely, as will your student. I would think that after all the trouble you caused me with Osric, you'd be eager to make amends. My office, 5 minutes.
That man is exasperating. Unfortunately, our trip to the restricted section will have to wait a bit longer.
Come on.
But, Professor...
We have no choice. It would be unwise to provoke our illustrious headmaster further. I shall find you when I've completed whatever toils I must endure.
Well, now what do I do? Talk to Sebastian. I mean, they can have me keep running around here all over the place. I'm still never going to remember where everything is.
Sebastian mentioned sneaking into the restricted section. Perhaps he'll have an idea. Revelio.
Maybe he's going to teach me how to get these locks open.
Sebastian, there you are. I was hoping to see you. I was in the Three Broomsticks after patrol attack and saw what happened with Rookwood and Harlow.
Not many students have Victor Rookwood's attention. What was that all about?
Nothing really.
I've never even met him. Perhaps he mistook me for another student.
If you say
Maybe it's
so.
the mask.
I won't press you now, but you will have to tell me what's going on at some point. You might need me. So, why were you looking for me?
I need to find something for Professor Fig, but it's in the restricted section of the library.
He can't get it himself?
He was called away by Black at the last moment. I suppose I could wait to get a note from him, but...
You want to show some initiative.
Precisely. You mentioned being clever enough not to get caught in the restricted section.
And I am. Meet me outside the library tonight, and tell no one.
How concerned should I be about the librarian?
Madame Scribner doesn't take kindly to clandestine activities taking place amongst her precious books. So do all that you can to avoid her. She and I have had our entanglements, but I can hold my own against her. You may not be so lucky.
What's that supposed to mean?
What will happen if we're caught in the restricted section?
Detention, no doubt. But a word of caution or two will help. For one, avoid Peeves, the poltergeist. Aside from wanton destruction of property, he loves nothing more than telling on the likes of us.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll meet you later.
Hopefully it's later. Okay. Meet Sebastian in the Central Hall at night.
Revelio.
See there? That's the door we need to reach. And those annoying prefects would love nothing more than to rat on us to Scribner, so don't let them see us. Understood?
I can be sneaky. Let's go.
Hold on now. There's a spell you should know. The Disillusionment Charm. Good for getting places you're not supposed to be. Cast it and you'll appear as little more than a trick of the light, just as long as you keep your distance and stay quiet.
You mean I'll actually be able to turn invisible?
Something like that. It's not as foolproof as a cloak, but those are expensive. And spells are free. Give it a try.
Okay, let's give it a try. Alright, now I need to swap it, right? Let's get rid of the light.
You must remain unseen.
Okay. Okay, let's go. Your adversaries will sense and then investigate suspicious behavior. Being caught by authority figures will result in quest failure. Well, let's not get caught. Does the spell last?
Lost. The librarian's still here. Quick, behind the bookcase.
Okay.
You told me the librarian would be gone by now.
I said usually, but it'll still be all right. Do you see her desk behind me? The key is in the drawer of that desk. Now, here's what we're going to do. I'll create a distraction to draw her away. You focus on getting the key. I'll meet you outside of the restricted section.
Wait, why do we need a key? Isn't there a spell for this?
Alohomora. That's how I always used to get in. But the librarian twigged that I knew the spell and cast an anti-Alohomora charm on the lock.
Oh,
so
of
now
course.
it's just this key. But don't worry. I said I'd get you in, and I always keep my word. Trust me.
Oh, come on.
Out with you! Is someone there? Is that you, Peeves? Goodness gracious, what a mess!
That wasn't so difficult after all. How to find that book.
Now I gotta watch out for the poltergeist.
Revelio.
Oh, that one's charmed to look more useful than it is. It's fooled me twice. Never judge a tome by its cover, I say.
Alright, use basic cast while undetected to lure. Okay.
Ghost, don't let her see you.
Revelio.
Uh-oh. Shoes.
If you
I'm
can't you
caught.
leave us to fuss about in peace? Out of here with you!
Not sure what I did to deserve that.
I gotta do this all again.
Silent as a grave. Ghost. Don't let her see you. Should be in the clip.
Revelio. So what is it you've been looking for?
I'm looking for a cure to help my twin sister, Anne, so that she can return to Hogwarts. Because Merlin knows everyone else has given up.
Why do you think we'll find a cure in the restricted section? Does the Hogwarts matron have nothing that can help Anne?
Enchanted books.
No, we've tried everyone from Nurse Blaney to St. Mungo's. But I can research on my own. No need to concern yourself with that right now. Let's focus on what you're after. Which is what, precisely?
I'll know it when I see it.
You're being awfully cryptic.
Revelio.
Ah, I see. That makes sense now. You gotta be hidden so then they don't see you.
Revelio.
Alright, and then
Who have we here?
Oh no.
Sebastian Solo and his new little friend. Out exploring where they shouldn't be. Naughty, naughty. You'll get caughty.
Peeves, don't you...
I'm going to tell. I'm going to tell. I'm going to tell.
Oh, blasted Peeves! I've got to stop him, or at least get to the librarian with a good excuse for all of this.
How do I know you won't go to the librarian and blame this all on me?
Why would I do that? I like having friends who are in my debt. Now go. Good luck in your search. Now, where has that damned poltergeist got to?
I know just the spell to
Alright, so now I have to do Reparo again. Alright, so I have to do that one.
Reparo. Revelio. Revelio. Of course, traces of ancient magic. There must be more to this room. Revelio. That's it. Revelio.
Ooh, that's an orange one.
Where might this lead?
Discover the secret of the antechamber.
Revelio. Ah, I need to wake up that rune over there. Incendio. Revelio. Not surprising. Guards at the ready.
I have 0 health. Oops.
Accio.
Oh no.
Accio.
Alright, your gifted ancient magic accumulates by successfully attacking or taking damage. Successful 10 plus hit combos will begin generating. Collecting these, okay. Yeah, I already seen that.
Revelio.
Okay, my health bar actually starts filling if I'm not engaged with anything, it seems like. Yeah, I didn't even see those guys in there. one of those I have to collect in there. Refined school cloak. That's not very good. Wait, there's just something else over here.
Revelio.
What in the world is that? Okay. I feel like I have to hit both of those. Wait, where am I? How did I miss this chest? Trimmed school robe.
Revelio.
I feel like I can just run, right? Yep. And then hit that. Oh, that's to go back. It's gonna disappear again. Okay.
Revelio. This must be the way forward, but to where?
Why is there only half of one?
Revelio. Nearly there.
I get it.
Best keep my wits about me.
Diamond classic school uniform. I can just ditch some stuff. Can I not pull any of that up. Alright, what do we have for gloves here? Yeah, let me destroy that. Okay. Okay, I'll actually let me destroy that one. Had 0 resale value. Probably do that one. Alright, what do we got for outfit? Okay, I think that should be good for right now. Okay, now let's collect this chest. Check Crimson Overcoats. Alright, so set its upgrade. Yeah, I really don't like that hat. But yeah, it drops my defense down. Yeah, we'll just leave that.
Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.
hey. Man, I have to delete all. Oh man, that is a lot of them. Oh man, I don't have he come up with the better stats, so I'm sorry.
Revelio.
Actually, I don't need Reparo, so let me do. Well, I don't need light either. Okay, let's try that. He's gone. Is that all of them? Yeah, that seemed way easier that time. Let's see if there's anything else in here.
Protego.
Quidditch cape.
Revelio.
I feel like there's a boss in here somewhere.
After all.
I gotta dip my face in there, right?
You wanted to see me? Headmistress Fitzgerald, Professor Rackham.
Miss Isadora Morganach, welcome.
Professor Rookwood, Professor McCaw.
We understand that you are adjusting well to life at Hogwarts.
I am.
I am glad. Especially in light of your unusual situation, starting as a 5th year.
As it happens, I was also admitted to Hogwarts as a 5th year. I've never heard of another like us.
Club.
Miss Morganock, when we spoke yesterday after class, you asked about the beautiful swirls you saw years ago when we visited your hamlet.
I recognized you all immediately. I cannot thank you enough for what you did.
We were glad to help.
And yes, I did see swirls of magic everywhere that day. My father insists it was my imagination running wild, but it was certainly real to me.
It was not your imagination.
Percival, Professor Rackham can see them too. But we've never known of another who could.
I don't understand. What are they?
The whispers or traces that appear when a particular form of ancient magic is wielded.
Ancient magic?
Few are capable of wielding it. Hogwarts itself is a stronghold of ancient magic.
So if I can see traces of ancient magic, does that mean I can wield it too?
With the proper training.
But let us not get ahead of ourselves, Miss Morganock.
Before I can train you to wield such magic, you must first master all that Hogwarts has to offer.
A magic this powerful can do great harm in the wrong hands. It must be wielded by a select few. As such, we ask that you not speak to anyone about what we have discussed here today.
Okay then.
Sebastian.
Sneaking in the restricted section again! I had thought we were through with this mischief. Clearly detentions are insufficient. I'm afraid I must take this to the headmaster.
But that being said, Peeves informs me that you didn't come alone tonight.
What a snitch.
If someone has coerced you, I would have you tell me. You're a bright boy. Don't waste this.
There was nobody else. I came alone.
Oh, Sebastian. What will your uncle say?
Sebastian, a real one. Alright, secrets of the restricted section.
Revelio.
Have I not gotten this yet? I have. Alright, so I gotta return to Professor Big. And then he's gonna probably not be happy that I went over there.
Revelio.
Revelio. Incendio.
Do I have to go up there? Or can I even not go up there?
Revelio. Incendio. Accio. Levioso. Reparo.
What is that though?
Revelio.
For? It looks like a lantern, but maybe this is closer.
Incendio. Accio.
Well, I'm not really sure what I can do with that then.
Revelio.
Take the book to Professor Fig. Uh-oh.
You cannot be serious. Goblins working with Rookwood makes no sense.
It is rather unorthodox, to say the least.
Unorthodox? It's inconceivable. It's... Ah, Fig. You have a visitor. I'll see what I can find out.
Sir, I was able to search the restricted section while you were with Professor Black. It was a book we were after.
What? That's... Wait. You accessed the restricted section? But how? Thinking on it,
Don't worry
perhaps
about
it's
it.
best you spare me the details.
Fair enough. In fact, the book was below the restricted section as it appeared on the map.
I want to hear everything. First, let's have a look.
Some missing.
Oh dear. Some of these pages seem to be missing. It appears someone has got to the book before us. Still, I will need time to study what remains. Perhaps we can still salvage something useful, though it may take some time. I wonder why it was here, below Hogwarts.
I think I know, sir. I saw 2 more memories where I found the book.
Another pensive. Godric's heart.
The man we saw before, Percival Rackham, was a professor here. The first memory showed him and 3 other professors using ancient magic to restore a hamlet from a drought.
Miriam was right. And the second memory?
They were talking to a student who started as a 5th year, like I did. She could see traces of magic too.
Why those memories? Perhaps this book will explain. I'll have to take it with me to London. The headmaster has insisted that I speak directly to the minister about George's death.
What will you tell them about Mr. Osric's death?
I don't know how much I dare say. George tried to convince the ministry about Ranrock, but to no avail. My instinct is to follow the path we are on for the moment and keep the details to ourselves until we know more.
Sure.
I understand. I'll see what I can learn about the missing pages while you're gone.
Good. Don't neglect your studies. Your wand work is improving by the day. But you'll want to pay attention in herbology and potions. There's more to magic than spellcasting.
Plenty to keep me occupied while you're gone.
You've done exceptionally well. I look forward to seeing all that you've accomplished when I return. Oh, and don't neglect your friends. You may be surprised by how much you can learn from them as well.
Maybe I can learn what to do with these globes from them too. And level 12. Okay, so what do we got for quests? Live as a student. Yeah, for sure using this one. I don't have anything better than that. Apparently not.
Meet me in Lower Hogsfield as soon as possible. I would like to talk to you about Rookwood and Harlow, and it might be best to do so outside of the castle.
Professor Fig and Weasley have asked that I teach you an additional defensive spell. Please complete the assignments I have given you, and then proceed to see me in my classroom.
Alright, Ned just sent you an all post requesting to meet your Lower Hogsfield Hamlets. Okay. Alright, as you explore, you remove fog and reveal more of the map and reveal new opportunities like hamlets, dungeons, bandit camps, and many other locations. Alright, oh yeah, now we got tons of stuff to do here. Alright, so I have to attend the herbology class. Alright, let's track this one.
Revelio.
Everyone seems to fear me.
Revelio.
Man, I want to get these locks.
Good morning, Professor Garlick.
How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie. Ah, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together.
Oh boy.
How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacular than the bouncing bulb. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Accio. Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears.
For what?
Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug. Quickly! Place your mandrake in the new pot and pat down the soil!
What was the point of that?
The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo! I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone. Now, for our next task, we'll be planting Dittany at our potting tables. You can all get started. I need a
Revelio.
brief word with our new student.
I should think Professor Garlick would be more careful with her mandrakes.
I wonder if hippogriffs like knotgrass.
Revelio.
Oh, what's this right here? An empty pot.
The best time to plant a seed is last season. The second best time is now.
Did you know that you can use the mandrake to defend yourself? Why, the very idea.
I do wonder about Professor Fig. He's hardly ever in his classroom. Most strange.
Revelio.
There's no doubt that Black will be remembered as the worst master Hogwarts has ever seen. No ability to have a
Anything else I can collect? There are other things outside. Alright, let's talk to this hippie chick.
Yes, Professor.
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
Actually, I enjoyed it. I couldn't help but catch your enthusiasm.
How kind of you. It seems you're already taking to herbology like a mandrake to fresh soil. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting Dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful. A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Let's see how to balance my star thistle arrangement. Niffler's fancy or roses?
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion, as you all
Alright,
should
so
know from
plant
Professor Sharp's
Dittany.
class. Well done! Once it can be harvested, your Dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Be a dear and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
Revelio.
Your weeds possess their own...
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander. I'll be showing you the Chinese chomping cabbages. Up these stairs will take us there. But your lead.
Okay.
Nice work in defense against the dark arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian. And he's good.
Revelio.
Thinks he's really good. But you outright
He's not
slaughtered
that
him. It was brilliant.
Oh. Well, thank you.
Here we are. Home of the Chinese chomping cat. Go on. Grab a few of those cabbages.
Oh, there's tons of stuff
mind
over
your
here.
feet. Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it, and they'll do the rest.
Alright, hold L1 and tap right on the tool. Okay.
Look at that. They'll chomp on anything they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Actually, gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters. Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that'd have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but... well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
Right.
Trust me, Leander. I was imagining it the entire time.
You were? I mean, of course, you're, not someone to be trifled with. I see that. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we, probably ought to head back to class. Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
Revelio.
Yeah, you're gonna get one thrown at you too. Okay, let's head back to class.
Revelio.
I feel like there would be a book flying around in here or something.
Accio.
It's a nice greenhouse though.
Revelio.
Oh no. I was just trying to get that chest. Can I go up here?
Revelio.
And with that helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our dragonhide gloves, I shall end our lesson here. Terribly sorry, Mr. Clopton.
Revelio.
What do you think Black's wife is like?
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Magical plants have so much to offer. I'm eager to learn more.
I'm glad. Herbology is a bounteous subject. Tend to your garden, and it will tend to you. Huh. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
Herbology class is completed.
Mandrakes are really relishing their new pots. Only cost me my...
Revelio!
To make anything grow, we must first understand it. That goes for plants as well as friendships. Kindness and concern are as necessary in the greenhouse as in the Great Hall.
Revelio! Revelio!
Oops. Let me do this one.
Revelio! Revelio!
It's a relief to finally have an answer as to why that portrait was empty.
thought I got some new equipment or some new gear. No.
Revelio.
Shouldn't there be aurors or someone from the Ministry guarding the school after the incident in Hogsmeade?
He knows more than he's letting on about the Public Rebellion.
Oh, now we in potions class.
Revelio. Revelio.
All right, let's start class.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wigan-Weld potion.
Yeah,
Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wigan-Weld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wigan-Weld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin. Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous. I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir.
Done.
Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippins, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time round.
Professor Sharp said that Wiggenweld potion can treat injuries. Hope I never need it.
My parents considered keeping me home from school this year after the rumors of a goblet. Professor Sharp must have learned a lot during his time as an Auror. I wish he talked about it more.
I was impressed that you were able to answer Professor Sharp's question about the Wiggenweld potion.
Oh, you're the new student. I've heard much about you. Thank you. I'm Amit, by the way. Pleasure, truly. And I've never seen anyone brew such a flawless Wiggenweld potion on their first try. Well done.
That's because I'm a wizard.
I'm glad I was able to get it right the first time.
You must simply have a knack for potion making. Some students seem so confounded by potion recipes, it's as if they're written in gobbledygook. A fascinating language, by the way. Neither here nor there, really, but I am a self-taught speaker. Merlin's beard, good conversation is the enemy of free time. I must return my book, Gateway to the Far Stars, before my next class. Speaking of stars, we'll be in astronomy together. You'll love it. Professor Shaw is firm, but quite clever. See you soon, no doubt.
Revelio.
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
Yep.
Yes, but why does that matter to you?
Brilliant! And it matters because you can be a part of something truly creative. I'm Gareth, by the way. Gareth Weasley. Bit of a prodigy with potions, if I do say so myself.
Pleasure to meet you. Wait, are you related to Professor Weasley?
She's my aunt. Keeps too close an eye on me for comfort. Ugh. But she can't be everywhere. Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
I'll get you the Fwooper feather, as long as you're certain Sharp won't miss it.
I assure you he won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable. Wait until you see what I'm brewing. Hurry back to me when you have the feather.
Ooh, now he's gonna know who got it for him.
Revelio.
Keep your potion. Should not be that color, Miss McDowell.
Here's the Fwooper feather you wanted.
Brilliant! Thank you. This is going to take a moment to brew. You should get back to brewing your Edurus potion, and I'll tell you when this concoction's finished.
Oh, I can't wait.
Should you chop the Dittany or crush it?
Potion station
Wrong
unlocked.
answer could result in the unfortunate loss of your eyebrows.
Alright, I need one Horklump juice. Oh wait, what was I supposed to do? Alright, that gives me a durable rocky skin.
And now we add the mallow sweet, and... That's odd. What's happening? Wait, it's not supposed to... Ah!
Get it!
Again.
Oh, the smell.
Dragon tongue! What happened?
Well done, Gareth.
My Wiggenweld potion's utter rubbish.
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor. Again. A well-prepared...
Fine job brewing your first Wiccanweld potion. But there are many potions yet to learn. This is going to be a busy year.
Revelio.
Wasn't expecting that literally to blow up in my face. It was rather brilliant, though. I'd better clean up. You should finish brewing your potion if you haven't already.
I brewed an Adurus potion as you asked, Professor.
I'm surprised you had the time. You seemed rather busy helping Mr. Weasley brew chaos.
I'm sorry, Professor. I was merely trying to help a friend.
Taking responsibility for one's actions does go a long way with me. I shall assume that you've learnt a lesson. As for the work you did today at your own cauldron, I will say you've done well. I confess I was skeptical, given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. That'll be all. I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day. Class is dismissed.
Oh, I should probably do another one of these.
Revelio. That was an interesting class.
Thanks to you. Wasn't precisely what I had in mind, but it was still brilliant. I appreciate your help. I hope Sharp wasn't too disagreeable when you handed in your potion. Heard him talking about taking responsibility.
Professor Sharp was annoyed, but we sorted it out. No harm.
Cheers to that. He probably had a good chuckle after we left. Sharp may seem gruff, but I'd bet a few galleons he blew up a potion or two in his day. Best be off. Next time we talk, I promise, fewer explosions.
Revelio.
Alright, now what do we got to do? Alright, so it's getting pretty late. That's probably going to be it for me tonight. I'll probably be back on tomorrow. Probably actually be doing a bunch of stuff tomorrow, so make sure to check that out. Make sure to like the stream, subscribe to the channel. I have tons of different games that I play, a bunch of different playlists, hundreds of videos, over 100 different live streams. So it's tons of stuff you can check out, so I will see you in the next one.